welcome to the MD is Bad podcast, where the name is misleading, but the fans can't hear me. Today, I have a very, very special guest, someone who has been with me for quite a while now, since the beginning, I want to say, of Murder Drones Season 2. Listeners, followers, subscribers alike, please welcome Loud Void to the podcast. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really good, actually. Just a little out of breath is all. I was in a parade today.
You were in a parade today.
Yeah, it's something for my local area.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I will admit, we were talking about this before I started recording. So this is technically the first time that you and I have spoken like directly outside of direct messaging, which is kind of crazy to think about. How many episodes in are we at this point? 7?
Yeah, I think I joined either 4 or 5. I'm not sure. Or 3. I'm not quite sure.
Honestly, you would know better than I would. I remember when you hopped on board because I think about episode 2 or 3 whenever we started getting a bunch of help. Or really I should say whenever I started getting a bunch of help from all of you guys, I started to realize that this wasn't just going to be me scribbling on my sketch pad and hoping that the images were good enough to hold someone's attention. Like, the amount of quality that you and the rest of the art team bring is staggering. And I do want to mention, um, there's one image in particular. I obviously can't show it to the audience because
Yeah.
it's a podcast. Let me see if I can find it here. You've done quite a few pieces of art in the past, but there's one in particular that I think about often. I don't want to say it haunts me as I try to find it here. But
If you have a descriptor, I can probably pull it up.
I'm gonna send it to you in Discord, and I want you to explain to the audience what's happening here. Okay, here it is. So,
Okay, let's
f-
see.
describe to our listeners real quick, what is the image that I just sent you?
Okay, so basically, this was heavily inspired. So it's Uzi crouched, like, with her knees to her chest, surrounded by a monster while Sin, like, as her tail, is, like, going a little insane. So what happened is I was, like, really, so I had worked an 8-hour shift that day. So I already had chugged a bunch of monster, and I was, like, already kind of, like, feeling sick. And then my parents decided to take out the boat. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to be awesome and get a 12-pack of Monster and chug half of them on the boat. After that, I didn't feel so good. And then I proceeded to get really, really sick after that.
You had a legitimate "I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark" moment. And by the way, these aren't
Yeah.
just these aren't White Claw monsters. These are the pink ones. What flavor is the pink one again?
I believe so. There's multiple pink ones, but I think this is it's not ruby.
Is it the
Hold
newest
up.
one?
No, there's like multiple. I'm like a monster connoisseur here.
Because I know
think I can read it.
where I work, we sell quite a few different flavors of monster, and the Viking one is the one that captures my attention the most. I can't remember exactly what
It
berry
is
flavor.
the Ultra Fantasy Ruby Red one. Because my favorite would have to be like the strawberry or just Ultra, like, I don't know what it's called, but it's white. Because I only drink like the sugar free ones.
Good
But
idea.
those 3 are my favorite,
You
I
know
would have to say.
something totally crazy. I've never had a monster.
Don't start. Don't start. It's an addiction. I started drinking them when I started robotics.
Ooh.
So basically for robotics, we go to a place, takes about 2 to our farthest was Houston, Texas, and that was an 18-hour bus ride.
Ew.
And yeah, and we had to get up at like the crack of dawn. So I was drinking, I'm not going to say that number. I'm tired of hearing it. If you know, you know the lore.
If you know, you
I'm gonna
know.
say 4 to 5 about it, like every day for that entire trip. Um, that was something. I have never felt so ill in my life, and it's humid all the time there, especially like when we went. But it was like one of the best experiences of my life.
Man, that's like, so I've been to Houston a couple of times,
Mhm.
and I agree. It is just sticky all the time. And I cannot think of a worse combo. I'm not calling you out or anything. I'm just saying I cannot. You are quite the little machine if you think, well, actually, I don't know the details, but you are quite the machine if you manage to down 4 or 5 Monster Energy drinks in the humidity. Because like Texas humidity, for anyone who hasn't been to Texas, first of all, you should go. Second of all, it's a different kind of humidity from like Florida, for example. Florida humidity, you feel it in the air. I would describe,
It's dry heat. It's
yes,
just dry heat.
Houston heat, it you feel it on the inside and on the outside. It just like it you feel like a roasted chicken all day, everywhere you go, without the seasoning. It's quite the experience. But
I would. Oh, continue.
no,
Sorry.
go ahead. Yeah, on
I
a
was
ramble.
so blessed. I was so blessed to be inside most of the day. So basically, there's different categories of like, so with how I do robotics, like with through the program we use, it's called FIRST. So there's FTC, FRC, and FLL, which is first technical league, FTC, FR. Oh my Lana, there's so many acronyms. FLL, which is first Lego League, which is mostly like younger kids, which is kind of a given. I'm part of FRC, which is a first robotics competition, and FTC is first technical competition, which each category has their own little different things. And I think that is like really cool. And I was in Houston for Worlds, which is basically um where a bunch of people from states around like different states, the like other continents and whatnot. It's like really, really big. I got to meet people from like Africa, Japan. I actually am still friends with a lot of them. It's like a really unique experience, and I really hope we get to go again this year. Um, it was just like really cool to see all the cultures, and people are so inviting, and it's like almost scary with how many people are there.
So let me ask you, as a follow up to that, has robotics affected your art in any way?
Oh, quite a bit. So I don't know what our mascot's name because we came up with him like last year, but like I tried different things, and there was a bit of disagreement, I'm gonna put this nicely, where they put my art like we have people who are fans of AI, which it's okay if it's used properly. I'm not a fan of AI at all, but if you're like getting consent from the artist, um, it's fine. It's their art, not my monkey, not my circus.
There's a
But
time and a
one of
place sort of thing.
yeah, well, they had taken my art and all that stuff and put it into an AI generator, and I didn't find out until we were going to Worlds. And I was really hurt by that because if I'm not working fast enough, tell me. Please tell me because I will stay up for 8 hours straight working on a piece so that you're happy. Like,
Well, I
I
don't
would
want to
rather have a
I don't
continue.
I was going to say I don't want to encourage anyone, no matter how passionate you are, to stay up super late at night to complete your thing. That being said, that is probably the most hypocritical thing I've ever said because I do that,
That's real.
especially when it
That's for
comes to
real.
like getting to the next episode of, Murder Drone season 2 or whatever it is. Like I have a really bad tendency to stay up super late. But I I think it's really cool because there's, for anyone who doesn't know, I think we have like 30 plus people working on MD season 2 at this point, and that's just the art team. That doesn't include like the voice talent. So it's kind of crazy to see everybody's backgrounds. And I don't know all the details about everyone, of course. I personally don't want to know the details about everybody's lives. But it is cool to see, like, you've got that experience with robotics. And I don't want to say I see exactly how it's reflected in your artwork, but I can tell that you're experienced when it comes to, well, let's just be honest. The characters in Murder Drones are basically stick figures with like bright colored eyes and hair and some clothes. And to see you specifically take, sorry, I'm saying this as I'm staring at Uzi, in the fetal position surrounded by Monster Energy drinks, which is a great, if I can find the image, I'll try and put it on screen for the podcast. But it's really funny to see your takes on the Murder Jones characters. Especially, I think I enjoy when you draw Sin the most. But
I love Centesso. I love that so much.
is Sintessa, who is your favorite character, I should say, out of from Murder Drones?
So my ranking, it's gonna have to be I really like N, and then it's Centessa, then Uzi, and then V. But I also like them in different categories, kind of thing. See, like Centessa is my favorite to draw because I'm more of a gore art kind of person. Like I love gore art so much. And she's just really fun to draw. She's very expressive and all that. But like N, I just like his personality. He's like a golden retriever, I would say. Uzi, she just matches my vibe. I'm gonna be so for real. Um, I love her so much. Like I'm literally wearing the hoodie right now
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
whatnot.
I would
It's
say,
really comfortable.
is it the is it the hoodie from what's the store called? Spencer's? Did Spencer's have Murder Drones merch?
No, this is like the official one. And I sent some robotics art. Like that's what I've
Oh
had to do.
yeah.
He's a little busted because this was like a year ago, but I love him so much. I'm the one who made him. He's like my child. You have Synth, that thing, and then my online OC. Like those are my favorite little guys. And
So
then we have the electric eel, but I don't like him. He's
oh,
my op. I hate drawing him.
good to know. For future reference, I won't ask you to do anything with an eel in it.
Oh no, that one is just my particular op. I love drawing sea creatures.
Okay. Well, actually, along those same lines, so what led you to? Because I haven't asked this before. I want to ask this of everyone that's involved with MD season two, especially the art team. So what? How did you find Murder Drone season two, and what led you to want to be a part of it?
I was kind of like sitting in my bed and watching YouTube on my TV, like rewatching all the Murdrum stuff. And I was like, oh, what's this? And I needed some background noise because I was actually just drawing stuff for robotics. If you can't tell, robotics is my life other than speech and whatnot. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And I watched like the first few episodes, I watched some of the other content, and I'm like, I normally don't do this, but it sounds like a lot of fun. And if I'm invited, I'm invited. Because it
Yeah,
was the one episode you had your email in it, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to remember which one,
that might
but I
be
can't.
episode two. I think I slapped it on the end there. That's funny. So you just came across it, and you don't normally hop on board for other projects. Is that right?
Yeah, because I mostly do projects that are like related to people I directly know, just because the internet's a scary place.
Agreed.
Cool, but scary.
Mm-hmm.
And other than that, I basically just like sent an email and I was like, yeah, I normally don't do this. It's my birthday. We're rocking.
And the rest was history. Honestly, I was amazed at, again, the level of quality of your artwork, but also the amount of people that jumped on board to help out. Like, to this day, I still can't believe that MD season two has taken off the way it has. Not that it's like a viral sensation or anything, but it was never supposed to be that. It feels like a community project, which is what it's become. It went from a passion project to something that pretty much anybody can hop on board and enjoy. And actually, um, not to jump the gun or anything like that, but I've gotten nothing is concrete yet, but I figured I could share this here. I've gotten a couple people that have reached out to me who want to basically either I can't tell if they want to like retell MD season two in their own way or if they want to do something else with it. But they basically want to animate the episodes on their own and bring it to life, which is just mind-boggling to me. And it makes me really happy to know that something that I've had a hand in has in some way given people the chance to express their creativity, maybe on a platform or maybe in a way that they haven't previously. Because I know that you stream on YouTube occasionally. Um, are you do you have any plans for this internet stuff, or are you just doing it for fun?
So I used to do YouTube as a Roblox kid. Um,
Ah,
that's a long story, and I decided to quit because as I get older, I'm like, this is kind of weird. Just like with art and whatnot. So I had quit for years, like 2 or 3 years, and like when I did that, and you're like, do you have anywhere I can at you at? And I'm like, no, not really. So I just started up my YouTube channel again, like a new one, obviously, but like I started doing that, and I don't think I'm ever gonna make it big. Like, don't get me wrong, I love art and I love doing it. It's just realistically, I wanna be a mechanical engineer when I graduate from where I'm at. That's like realistically where I wanna be.
I think it's a good goal. Mechanical engineers are people that I've known a few in my life, and the amount of I don't know how to say this. They're smarter than me. They're much smarter than I am. My my talents and abilities definitely lie more with creativity, with storytelling, obviously, and writing, and a little bit of art, but mostly writing. And to see, I don't know, that's just really cool. I could see you reaching it personally, knowing nothing about you. I can just make the assumption because I mean, I would assume with the direction, the world's going and how technology continues to grow and expand, uh, I mean, why not? Why not a mechanical engineer that also happens to be an artist?
Exactly. And I actually wanted to do mechanical engineering because so engineering has a lot of branches, and if mechanical engineering fails, I still have that degree. But there's also the aspect of designing, creating, and I love math. Like, I sound like a total nerd, but I love writing so much, which is why I'm part of speech and I'm part of creative expression, which is also a part of speech. Speech is its whole own monster, but I write my own stories, I perform my own stories for it, and I'm actually a lot better at like English stuff than math stuff just because I love to read, I just never do it. And it's like there's so many possible ways you can go with mechanical engineering because there's so many branches of it as well. Because you have your designers, you have your people who create, you have your math people, and it's like just really cool once you dive into it. And I was actually introduced to it by one of my teachers when we were doing our whole what's your future plan? And I was like, I don't know. And it just kind of like fell into my lap. I got a opportunity to work with some engineers in my local area as a summer project, and I'm like, this is kind of what I want to do for the rest of my life. Like, am I kind of regretting that decision a little bit now? But that's just me being unsure as I like progress in life because just so many things one after another occur sometimes. But honestly, it's just really interesting. Like my dad, he's technically not an engineer, but he has the title of an engineer. Long story, weird logistics. he's also a person who has inspired me to keep going. I have two fathers for context, so I'm gonna go on a micro rant about that. It's my stepdad who is the engineer kind of. He's like really math logical, but my biological father, he's very like keep going. There is no excuses. You are gonna keep going no matter what. And if I'm not gonna say that, but if stuff hits the fan, you get back up and keep going. And he's like really I think he's like one of the biggest supporters in my art. Like actually watching like rewatching episodes with like my dad myself because he knows I'm a part of the project. Um he's like you have improved so much. I agree with him from like where I started to where I'm at now just in like a few months is like incredible. Like I have my few phases because my art style she changes a lot depending on how I'm feeling and it's like just really cool to see. It's
I
just
I agree.
I
I've
love it.
seen I'm glad that you have the support of somebody close to you because that makes such a big difference. Like I'm in a similar boat with my family members and friends. Um think it's really cool that you have something you want to do and you're working towards because it I am the complete opposite. I remember I laughed a little bit ago because when you mentioned the where do you see yourself in the future thing, I remember doing that in school. Do you want to guess what I ended up getting? Guarantee
uh,
you're going to get it wrong.
why do I feel like you're a plant person
A
or
plant
like
person?
animal? I don't know what it's called. Not agriculture.
A
Either that.
botanist?
I'm sorry, my brain is like really short right now.
No, it's okay. I'll tell you.
That. Okay. Okay.
It's a marriage counselor. The silence was loud.
Clock it, I guess.
No, it kind of hit me out of left field too, but that's because I don't know. I honest to this day I don't know what led to that. I don't hold my time in school in high regards, unfortunately, for the most part. There were definitely moments where it was awesome. I had awesome teachers for the most part. It was a good experience, but I I don't know. I think it's funny how often life changes. And as far as like your progression goes, speaking of change, like seeing how your art has improved as time has gone by, I mean, I don't want to take away any credit from you, and that's not what I mean to do when I say this. But genuinely, anybody could see that level of success, or at least some degree of success. If there's anyone listening to this that wants to be a better artist, that wants to be better at I don't know, making videos or better at their job or whatever it is, the more you do it, the better at it you will get. And that is just a guarantee. It happened with you, with your artwork. It's happened with me with my writing. I mean, American Nexus took 6 years to get to the point that it is right now. 6 years is a long time.
Yeah, I like get with the writing thing and the progression thing. I have like two side rants on that. Like with writing, I write my own speeches. Like the
Sick.
goal, huh?
I said sick.
Oh, I was like, what? But anyway, um, the point of creative expression is to write your own story, and there's humorous interpretation, which is you don't write your own story, but you act it, and you can do that with creative, or you can go the um serious interpretation route, which is like depressing stuff. I'm gonna be honest. And you can also put that into creative expression, write your own speech. And I did one based off of my own experiences as a way to kind of cope. And I actually made it to sections and got fifth place with one of my best friends who fortunately and unfortunately graduated. I no longer get to hang out with them. They got third and made it to state, and I love them so much. But with that speech, I put my heart and soul, and it took me months to write. I love it so much, and I'm already working on my next one for this season. And on another side note, I get what you're saying when, like, people can improve. What irritates me is when people say that their art sucks,
Oh my
because
gosh, yes.
someone
Oh,
had put in my chat one time that they're gonna quit art or something around those lines. You you or me, we're not bleeding paint when we're born. People need to think about drawing a circle. Draw as much as you can. And if you have art block, then do something else, take a break, keep going. If you get inspired, draw. If you want to write better, write whenever possible. I'm working on my cursive all the time. I'm writing my stories all of the time. Keep going. That type of stuff makes me so irritated to the point where I'm like, I don't want to be friends with you because you say you suck. Negativity does not, like, I'm not a good person to be around when I'm negative. Do you think I want to be around you when you're negative? Like, if you're not okay, like, that's a different thing. But if you're just purposely putting yourself down, I don't want to talk to you. It's like
preach.
the truth hurts. The truth hurts.
No, but people need to hear it, and I can't echo that enough. Like, I feel like I've been spending most of my time, especially lately, just reminding everybody that, listen, if you want, because I get similar questions pretty often. It's like, oh, well, I have my own idea for a story, or I want to do my own murder drones thing. And it's like, okay, then do it. I'm not going to do it for you. I mean, it's
Exactly.
yeah, you have to, you listening right now, whoever you are, you need to make your thing happen. And if you're not happy with your current skill set, then practice, practice, practice. And do the
Exactly.
if I can add one more
Like,
thing to it, like do the best you can with what you've got too. You do not need the latest and greatest in sketchbook technology. You do not need the finest utensils that money can buy. You don't need the latest up to date software or editing whatever for your device. You don't need the best camera or audio, whatever, microphone thing. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I have been using the same blue snowball microphone my entire time on the internet. And if you don't know anything about microphones, that probably doesn't mean a whole lot to you. But blue snowballs are there, it's a ball with a microphone on the front, and it's known as like the beginner microphone. And it's what I've got. So I make it work. And it works.
I'm I'm literally using the mic that my dad got me when I passed my permit test.
See?
That was a exactly. Like, my audio ain't the greatest, but, like,
But it
you
doesn't
don't need to
have to
start
be. It never has to. You don't have to be the greatest. That's the point we're trying to make here. You don't, too many people want perfection. Too many people want to be the next Leonardo da, da
Da Vinci.
Ninja Turtles. Too many people want to be the next Ninja Turtles guy. And it's like, you're not, too many people want to be Gordon Ramsay. Too many people want to be whoever. How about you be yourself? How about
I Oh, continue.
I'm just gonna last thing. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you a lot.
You're good.
It's just there's only one of you in the world, and you're kind of irreplaceable. So be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Be yourself for the love.
But I normally say, let your art speak for you.
Yes.
Because, like, I started out, I'm gonna be honest, I started out with pencils. Not pencils, literal paint. Like, I was a kid at my grandma's finger painting while watching Hello Kitty. I still have a Hello Kitty addiction. I'm gonna be honest with that one.
Oh, do I have
And
something to tell you in a minute? Sorry, go
oh
on.
my goodness. I started with paint. I moved to pencils, color pencils, whatever I could get my hands on. And I stopped drawing for years because people told me I suck. Get those people out of your life. Get them
Yes.
out of your life. And a person who is no longer in my life because they are not a great person actually told me to keep going with my art. They're the one who gave me my drawing tablet and gave me my first like stylist. Like, they're the person who told me to keep going. They're not a great person, but I'm glad that they were there because they're a part of the journey. Like, You
Hmm.
don't need to start out with the best things. Like I was a part of a has been hotel OC thing. Gosh, those were the certain days. And like I don't associate with that anymore. But like it was a part of a small community where Synth, my OC, which she was originally from, she's like the pink little gremlin. I drew her every single day for 3 months straight because of them. Like I love the people in that community so much. Like I'm friends with them. I just don't like I'm not a part of that anymore. It was a chapter in my life and now it's closed and I love it so much. Like you can continue to progress and you can regret things, but that's when you keep moving.
Exactly. And actually, so sidestepping for just a second here, you said you liked Hello Kitty.
A lot.
So not to plug or anything like that. So on November 1st and 2nd, for all the podcast listeners, some of you may be aware that I host an event called PokeFest. This year, we are collaborating with another convention called Otaku Fanfare. It's going to be at Traders Village in San Antonio, I believe. And we are going to be visited by Miss Monica Ryle, who is the voice actress for Hello Kitty. So, I mean, she's done a lot more than that. She's also, who's the frog girl from My Hero Academia?
Shoot, I haven't watched that in so long.
Is it Froakie? No, Froakie's a
I
Pokemon. What
don't
am I saying? Oh no.
I know more Pokemon than
The frog
that.
girl. Sue.
Yes.
Sue, that's her name. Um, she also is the voice actress for Sue, among many other things. But yeah, feel free to come say hello. I'll have a special. I don't want to spoil anything else yet, but we've got some fun activities planned for that. And as far as I'm aware, all you're paying for is parking, and it's $6 for parking. So come check us out. But
I wish. I wish I could.
a lot of people say that, and that's totally fine. It's a very obscure, small thing. I will say though, so going to the Has-Been Hotel thing really quick, because I feel like everybody was in not Has-Been Hotel fandom specifically, but they were in like that fandom at some point. They were with something they were passionate about and they really liked, and they found like-minded people. Do you think that those kinds of communities are, generally speaking, good for one's journey, like through the internet? Or do you think it's more often than not like a negative thing? What are your thoughts on that?
See, it depends who you meet and how you meet them, or like what you're a part of, because like there's those pipelines that are not healthy, but like then you have certain communities which are opening, like example Murder Jones, it's like a massive community, and yes, are there's those like dark corners of really weird people. Like yes, those communities are healthy, but you should like kind of fact check who you're working with, or like what's good, what's not good. Like they can
Moderation.
be healthy, yes, they can be healthy, but they also can't be healthy. Like I've had certain experiences that have made me leave communities, and I've had others which have made me want to go back to some, but I haven't because that chapter of my life is gone. Like it's like a 50-50 shot. It's like gambling. Don't do gambling, kids.
Don't gamble, kids. You may have heard the saying that most people quit right before they win big. You know who invented that saying? Casinos. Don't gamble. So, the more you know. I would agree though.
Exactly.
I would say,
Yeah.
I mean, it's such like a toss up when it comes to like online community stuff because at the end of the day, it's the internet. And the internet is not real life. As much as Twitter or X or whatever they're calling themselves these days, as much as they might swear that it is, the internet is not real life. And more often than not, it's only the pieces of real life that someone else wants you to see, at least when it comes to like general posts and content. So
Yeah.
I would say,
Like
go ahead.
yeah, like what you're saying about that. I try to like keep myself semi civil when it comes to like my posts. Like it's the internet. People don't need to be knowing my entire business. Like, yes, do I keep people updated? I try my best. But don't post your whole life on the internet.
Oh,
Like, you
please.
never know.
Please
Like,
don't. I don't want to know what you
don't
had
post
for
your
lunch, okay?
see,
As
like being real and being too honest is two different things. No
mhm.
more of that.
Yeah, for real. I
Like
completely agree.
like I used to be like everything has to be perfection in my life and I realized, wait a minute, I'm not perfect, neither are the people viewing this. I'm good. If they have anything to say, that's what the block button's for.
And the other thing is, like, far too often, and I'm saying this generally, far too often, we, in heavy quotations, that talking about everybody, we seek the approval of people that never had our best interests in mind. Like, that's the nature of social media in general. And there is a dopamine hit that comes from, having something that gets a lot of positive feedback or gets a lot of views or whatever it might be. It can be fun. It is fun. That's part of the reason why I do it is because it's fun. But when it reaches the point when it's an obsession, that's when that's when it gets concerning. And I'm sure you know people where all they do is post.
Yeah. Yeah. It's it's not a healthy habit to have. I was at that point in my life one time or another. Not the greatest mentality. Wouldn't recommend it. If you can skip that stage of your life, 10 out of 10 would recommend.
I echo that. 10 out of 10, do not spend all your time, including the weekend, on social media. Please. It's just not good. I would say go out and touch grass, but you should do more than touch grass. Um,
Walk your dog.
yeah, walk your dog. I don't know, go somewhere. There's so many cool. Can we talk about? Do you know what? I haven't talked about this on any of the other podcasts so far, but I think you might get how I feel about it. So, do you know what an interactive art exhibit is?
Basically, like, so I think there's different versions of it where you can either like actually touch the art, create art for the project. Like, you basically are either with the art or helping create the art before I go on like
Exactly.
a long rant about it. I love those so much. There's one in the cities that I went to one time, and I was like really, really young, but I still remember it because it was really like beautiful, I want to say, because like it was like pieces that people got to draw on and like add to a giant picture, and it like created something like different. I don't know how to describe it, but it was really cool to like. I think that's like a core memory. I'm gonna be honest.
I love interactive art exhibits so much. Like they really are, I don't know how else to describe this. They're iconic. They're unlike
Yeah,
everything else I can think of in normal life. So, probably the most well-known version of an interactive art exhibit museum place is probably Meow Wolf. And if you've never looked up Meow Wolf, please, I'm not going to give you any details. Check out their YouTube channel as soon as you're done listening to this. You know I will not elaborate. Meow Wolf is weird and crazy in all the best ways. And if you've never been to an interactive art exhibit place, take some time out of your life and go. Or better yet, go to a museum. Dinosaur museums are everywhere, and they're
I love
always
dinosaurs.
dinosaurs rock. I don't care who you are, everybody loves dinosaurs in some degree. Um, I have to ask now, what's your favorite dinosaur?
Um, are we talking real dinosaurs like Jurassic Park or dinosaurs in general?
um, oh, just in general. That is a really funny way to put it. Yeah, just in general.
I want to say I can't say this. I think it's called the Polythiosaurus, if I said that right.
I'm not familiar with that. Describe that for me.
Hold up, I need to. I think I can find it. I can't like describe it without an image.
I will say while you're looking that up. So,
It's a water dinosaur. It
okay.
like I love them. Oh, it's I can't say that.
Plesiosaur. It's a plesiosaur.
Yes! Yes, I'm,
Oh.
like, having a stroke. Oh
Oh.
my Lanta.
Okay, I know it. Yeah,
But
plesiosaur.
I love those guys so much. They're like turtles and sharks with extra steps.
Literally. Like
I love them.
all of those things. Okay, quick professor lore, as if I haven't spilled enough already. So, when I was a kid, I grew up in the state of Arizona. And in Arizona, there's a city called Mesa, and Mesa has their natural history museum. It's not just dinosaurs, it's a bunch of stuff. But when I tell you that this museum is less like a museum and more like a fun house or like a Halloween Horror Nights walkthrough attraction, I'm only slightly exaggerating because I think it's still like this to this day. This place puts Five Nights at Freddy's to shame. They have dinosaur animatronics all over the place, and they've got
Oh?
the way the museum is set up. It's like a linear path that you can take, and you walk through basically the history of the world, and you walk past dioramas, but it's not like a straight shot. You have to go around corners, and they've got like full-size dinosaurs and aquatic reptiles like plesiosaurs poking up these full-size dioramas, and it looks like they're running towards you or lunging at you. I was scarred as a kid. And it's
I love reptiles so much.
reptiles are cool. I will say if you're ever in the Mesa area in Arizona for some reason and you've got some time to burn, check it out. It's probably not as crazy as I remember from when I was a kid, but I just have this very distinct memory of the aquatic reptile diorama. You round the corner and there's like this prehistoric fish with these sharp teeth coming up out of the water. You walk by at water level, and then there's a plesiosaur that's about to eat the fish that's also coming up out of the water. And then there's like a mosasaurus or something that's also coming up out of the water and it's about to eat the plesiosaur. And it's right in your face. Like you can reach out and almost touch it. And of course, they've got sound effects, they've got roaring, whole nine
I
yards.
feel like a little kid listening to this. Oh my Lanta.
It's Well, it's like that's cool, but that's an experience that I never would have had if I'd stayed home. And like I just think all bringing all of this full circle, how many experiences are we missing out on because we choose and you don't have to spend money to have cool experiences. That's the other thing. I understand times are tough for everybody, me included. Um it's just like go out and do something. How much time have you spent doing something that doesn't help you? I'm talking specifically about social media. When you could be out doing something cool. It could be as simple as a walk. And you brought up uh is it artist block? Art block?
Art block. I hate art block with a passion.
So I wanted to ask you, what are some ways that you can think of that help you overcome art block?
Um, Either watching a show I really like. I think the longest art block I ever had was like 3 years. Um, but like times were tough. Whatever. Um, Normally like either going outside, hanging out with my doggos, you drawing while having art block. I'm not speaking for everyone, but I'm speaking for myself, will make you hate art because you're struggling and you want that perfection, but you're not getting it because nothing seems right. I That's why I don't like art block because like I could make the most beautiful thing and hate it. But like I go outside, walk if I'm like feeling up for it. Um, Watch TV, talk to someone, or just do something else in general that I enjoy. Sleep. I don't really know what works for other people. I just know what works for myself.
I would add to your list, just like exercise in general, because
Yes.
your brain is a muscle, or something akin to a muscle. It's an organ, and if you can take focus away from whatever you're hung up on, I mean, for me personally, the easiest way to do that is to do something physical. It could be as simple as going for a walk. It could be as intense as going to like an indoor trampoline park or something. Um, I don't do that as much as I used to, but it's just do. I agree. Do something else. Anything else. Do something that interests you, and eventually it'll hit you. You'll finally be able to overcome it. And it goes for writing too. That's the other thing.
Yes, I love writing so much. I'm gonna be honest. How many times have I said I'm gonna be honest in this?
I don't know. Someone do a tally in the comments. That's your thing now. So actually, speaking of writing, have you written any like short stories? I know you've written speeches. I know you've done stuff for school. Do you have any stories that you want to tell?
Um, I have like my OC's lore. I have like with like I'm gonna go on a rant about speech again here, but like speeches themselves are like a one man play. And they're like, you can put them in a format which you're reading it as a person. That's how I prefer to read them to people as I'm acting. Like, that's why I kind of wanted to get into VAing. Just because like I have a very dynamic voice sometimes, and I quite enjoy doing it. I've done it a couple of times for certain people, like within my life. Um, I've written a few for creative writing about, I want to say, can't remember exactly. I think it was about dinosaurs for little kids. I think that's about it.
How perfect.
Mm-hmm. It was like I do stuff. I school is life for me right now. School, work, and eat. Maybe sleep if I'm lucky.
Relatable. That is how life is, but that's what makes creative endeavors so endearing. It's a break. It's a break from real life, and you're able to express yourself in a way that it really can, like, you never know the good that your work can do. Whether it's art, whether it's writing, whether it's delivering a speech, whether it's making a video, whatever it might be, as long as it's not your obsession, as long as you're just doing it for the sake of doing it, you really have no idea what your efforts could inspire someone to do. Like, I think about that a lot. Like, do you ever stop and think about how many people have actually seen what you've posted on the internet?
Yes and no. I try not to think about that stuff too much, but
It
like
is a
with
scary
writing,
thought.
I don't like thinking about that many people just because I'm a very anxious person. I'm very closed off. I'm like, if I know you and you're chill, I can talk to you for hours on end. But if I don't know you, I can kind of seem rude, and I try my best not to be. It's just I get anxious. Loud things kind of bother me. Um, but like with writing and whatnot, um, my goal is to make you feel how the person in the story is feeling. Like a lot of my pieces are based off emotion, or like give you that point of view of the person who is going through that experience. And I think that is like one of my favorite types of writing to do. I love it so much. Or like make it applicable to people who are going through that situation or know people who are going through that situation so they can relate. I think that's also why I like art a lot, because like I love people seeing my art. I want them to like get like I want them to feel happy when I post. Like if I can get make one or two people smile, that's like my dream right there.
I have a similar mentality. Like, I mean, analytics are cool and all, I guess, but I mean, they're cool if you're trying to do all this stuff as a career. But if you're someone that just wants to brighten up someone else's day, yeah, it only takes one. As long as one person enjoys what you did, it's worth it. Even if that one person is yourself.
That's why I like drawing a lot of people within the community, to be honest. Because a lot of people are like, I've mostly drawn people that I'm kind of close with ish. But like I quite in like Sinista. I love drawing Sinista so much. Mostly because it's Sintessa. But like I just like drawing other people if I can because like it makes them happy, it makes me happy, and it's a great experience. Ooh, not me dropping everything right now.
You're multitasking. That's good.
Oh
Actually,
no, I'm like moving stuff on my desk right now because like
ah,
I have poor focus.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, if it works, it works, right? Like, I don't know. I want to pivot for just a second here, because we've talked about a lot, but I want to talk about murder drones specifically. So, in the first season of the show, when did you first discover murder drones, and what effect do you think it had on you, if that makes sense?
So I think I remember exactly how I like got into Murder Jones. So my best friend at the time, she's like, "You should check out this show," and I'm like, "I don't like this kind of style. I'm not gonna check it out. I'm a negative Nelly." And I think it was around episode 3. I was like, "I'm bored. I'm gonna watch it." And I watched all the episodes, and I'm like, let me tell you how obsessed I am with this. She's like, I told you this. I told you this. I know you were into this stuff. And I'm like, sorry. But we literally had an argument over it because it's like, I told you so. I love her so much. We don't talk much anymore, but it is what it is. And then I got into a minor hyperfixation. Um, I mean major. But I think that was my life for a couple of months there, where all I did eat, sleep, murder drones.
Dang. What did you think about Knights of Guinevere? That's officially come out at the time of recording. It's been what, like a week or so? Something like that?
I'm I'm unsure. Um, I was watching it with my one of my dads. I was just drawing, and I'm like, this looks okay. My dad is more of a fan of it than me. I'm gonna be honest. I'm waiting. Um, he's waiting for more episodes. Um, um, I think I need to see it progress more to get more interest in it because I think I'm still hooked on Murder Drones just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a
Like,
little.
just a little. Like,
Tiny
I
little
love
bit.
but I love the amazing digital circus, but I don't think it will ever like replace Murder Drones for me. Like, I love Pomni. It's just I don't think it will ever hit the same at all for me
I think Liam
unless I like
Vickers, well, Liam Vickers has a very distinct style, and it's born out of, I don't want to say the early days of the internet, but it's born out of the days when people were just animating whatever they wanted. They were just telling stories, having fun. I'm thinking of the days of like Newgrounds, not the horrible side of it, just the side where people were animating stuff. The early days of YouTube too. Liam Vickers, like his style to me fits that, I want to say, mid 2000s vibe.
I somehow managed to avoid that part of the internet. I don't know how. I was just stuck with my animation memes and Undertale for a little bit there.
Oh, Undertale's huge.
Um, I love Undertale. Um, top 10 games. Um, I think my obsessions go from Undertale, Murder Drones, Deltarune, back to Murder Drones, to Hello Kitty. And that, well, it's always been Hello Kitty. She is an icon. Um,
She really is. We're not even kidding. Like she's actually an icon.
but it's, I don't know if that was intentional there, but I just managed to not be a part of that somehow. I don't know.
I would say that's probably for the best. That's again,
I'm
the internet can
I
be fun.
revisited it. I revisited once, never again. Never again.
Yeah, I'd say
Um,
that's valid. Liam Vickers, I feel like he captures the the
Positive side of it.
yeah, the positive side of dark animation is the way I would put it. It's like fun. It's over the top. If you've watched any of his other stuff besides Murder Drones is obviously, I would say, the pinnacle of his style. But if you've watched Cliffside, if you've watched his Wendigo series or short, I guess, um, Intermission
Watched a
Cube,
few of them.
all of his stuff is pretty consistent. He has a very distinct style, and the way he writes his characters, it feels nostalgic but distinct is how I would describe it.
I would have to agree on that. Honestly, I love hate the 2000s. A lot of stuff happened then. I like the style. I like the clothing style. I wouldn't say I'm a fashionable person. I just like unique people. Like my art goes from like I want to say hyper pop question mark to whatever's on my mind. I love dynamic. I love it so much. Like I love bright colors. Like they stimulate my brain for some reason. Or like I love overly gory stuff because it also overstimulate like not overstimulates but stimulates my brain just because of like the detail people put into stuff. And it's like, why can't we be unique like that anymore?
I know,
It's like
right? If I had it
like
my way,
for
if I had it my way, I would wear a checkerboarded suit every single day
do it.
and a bright
Just do
yellow
it.
tie.
Just do it.
I need to find a checkerboarded suit first.
For one of my orchestra concerts, we literally had someone pull up in a hot Cheetos suit because he could. I wonder if I have this.
Nice.
I He was part of our robotics team. He also graduated a few years back, but I think he was one of the most iconic people I met. I dressed themed for the first time in a couple of years. Yesterday? Question mark. I loved it. 10 out of 10 would recommend. People love seeing unique stuff. They're just afraid to be judged.
It's
I
true.
said it.
The fear of judgment is so prevalent, especially on the internet. Everyone's scared of offending somebody else. Everyone's scared of, well, they're scared of stuff that really you shouldn't be afraid of. Like I understand being nervous, wanting to make a good impression, especially. But yeah, again, guys, just be yourselves, please. If you don't take anything else away from this episode, please be yourself.
I have to agree on that. I was a weird kid there for a bit. I still love myself then. Honestly, I kind of miss the old me in that sense because she was less scared of stuff. But like, I love the me now ish. But we're thriving to
We
the
are
best
thriving.
capacity that we can.
I agree. Well, I wanted to ask you, I can't believe it. We're already almost at the hour mark on this recording,
Oh
which
my
is
goodness.
yeah, this is insane. An hour really isn't that long when you think about it. But I wanted to ask you about um so art specifically. Is there any piece that you haven't done yet that just really want to do this one thing? I feel like every artist has something like that. They've got that goal that they really want to reach. Do you have something like that?
Either create the comic that is sitting in my notes app right now. Basically, it's just a lore for my OC. I'm just very I have my moments where I'm very productive and I'm a completionist, and then there's others where I just avoid it completely. Um, that or I want to start my own series, like just make my own story based off of characters I have made stories for. It's just they don't have art to go with them.
Well, I would say, based on my limited interaction with you, I would say at Loud Void, if anyone could do it, you absolutely could. And frankly, you should.
I'm gonna do it eventually. I just need to find the motivation. Cause like I can do my 8 hour pieces no problem, but if it's like a mass project, I tend to procrastinate a lot, or like I really want to do something, but like my body doesn't match my brain's activities. Sometimes I'm just like a little slow, or like I kind of set myself back a little bit is all. But I want to do it so bad.
Well, as someone who said he was going to write a book in a week and did, but then also took the next 6 years to continue that book, I would say just follow your timing. It'll happen when it happens. There's no rush. And the best part is you're making the rules. That's the best part about making your own story, designing your own characters, whatever it might be. There's zero expectations going in. You literally can't fail unless you never make it.
Exactly.
But with
I have to agree with that. I just need like motivation is all. That's my problem.
here's your motivation. Do it. Do it in your core.
Just do it. Just
Just
do it.
do it. Yes, you can. Man, bring that meme back. Where's Shia when we need him?
I was
Wow.
at a college fair the other day. Um, Somebody's motto for their college was just do it. Graduate college here. It was really funny.
It's
I don't
perfect.
know why it made my brain laugh. Because it was like, just do it in massive letters and then just their little motto at the tiny part. I love it so much.
I mean, honestly, when in doubt, fall back on memes. It always
Agreed.
works. I don't know what it is. It always works. But with that, I can't believe it. We've reached our time here. I mean, Loud Void, thank you. I can't thank you not only for appearing on this podcast. It's been an absolute treasure talking to you and learning more about where you get inspiration from and what goes into your creative process. But also thank you for being a part of Murder Drone season 2. I can't wait to see what you make next, and I can't wait to show you and everyone who's listening what's going to happen in the next episode. But more on that soon. But again, thank you so much for being a part of this.
Yeah, no problem. I'm really excited to see what the future holds.
Well, before we close it out, where can people follow you? Like in real life,
YouTube and
like
Instagram.
what's your no, I'm kidding.
We're not getting my address here, but if you want specifics, no.
No.
Um,
Wait. Wait.
um, um, YouTube, I practically have the same on everything. YouTube and Instagram. I don't post on Twitter at all, but I have a Twitter, I guess. But that's about it.
Well, you heard it here first, everybody. Make sure once you're done listening, we will have a tag, obviously, in the description of this episode. But please give Loud Void some of your time. Check out the amazing artwork that she's brought forward. And check out some of her streams too. She does pretty fun, entertaining live streams. With that, again, thank you so much for being on this episode and for being a part of the project. Is there anything you want to leave everyone with?
Um, Not that I can think of. Just keep doing art or whatever you want to do. Free will's a thing for a reason.
Gambling!
Let's go gambling!
Let's go gambling! Actually, don't.
Dang it.
Oh, dang it. That's going to be you if you go gambling. But anyway, thank you all so much for listening. This has been the MD is Bad podcast. My name is Professor, and thank you all so much for listening. We will see you in the next one. Bye for now, everybody.